Good afternoon, YouTubers. T-Square with T-Square Talks. Hope everybody's having a great day. I wanted to test out something today, doing a second video. I wanted to start something for a little while where I did a video in the afternoon, usually reflecting a comment that was written the prior morning. As I do, am trying to grow the channel, put a little more time into it, and really try to spread the message, because I think there's a lot of people that are getting into silver right now, and I think that's a great opportunity. It's a great thing, but there's a lot of naysayers out there because there's a lot of people that are short silver. It's not just big banks that are short silver and short gold. I think people need to realize what's really going on and that they need to consider getting a little something. I'm not saying go out and put every penny you own into an investment, putting all your eggs in one basket. However, I think it's important that you have a certain amount of silver on hand, whether it's something as little as some Mercury dimes, which you can pick up for like $2.25 right now. So there's opportunity out there if you are looking. You don't want to have all your eggs in one basket. So if you enjoy the afternoon video, if you think this is kind of a cool thing, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Help share it. Maybe talk about it. Put a comment in there. Anything that helps the algorithm. If it does really well, then I may start doing afternoon videos as well as morning videos. So the comment that I want to use for today's video, I'm going to read the comment real quick. It's Own Silver. It's from Own Silver, was the person that wrote the comment. And it says, all bubbles pop when the everything bubble pops. It will devastate many when they lose 50 to 70% on their house and 401K values. Everyone loses if they're holding Federal Reserve notes. Federal Reserve notes have lost 24% of the purchasing power since 2020. That does not seem to bother people. But if precious metals goes down by $1, they let you know about it. The Federal Reserve note goes down. It never regains any of its purchasing power. Metals always regain their purchasing power. I really like this comment, and that's why I kind of wanted to talk about that comment today, because the truth of the matter is you can see the dollar has been losing value. And if you don't believe the dollar is losing value because you look at maybe the same charts that I look at the DXY index chart, and it shows me right now that the dollar is looking pretty good. But yet prices are going up. The dollar only looks good on the DXY chart because of how they basically measure that chart. It's measured against other fiat currencies around the world that they pick and choose. Almost like if I was trying to portray that I am a marathon runner, I'm an amazing runner. I mean, I'm heavy set. I'm not going to lie. I'm not no runner. But if I run against someone with a cane, someone that's 80 years old, a couple of 10 and 11-year-olds, then yeah, I'm going to beat them. And when I look at the dollar in the DXY chart, that's exactly what I see. I see us pegging ourselves or comparing ourselves against other currencies that have been hand-chosen. Some of these currencies are pretty much using partial dollars just to somewhat prop their currency up. Why? Because you don't want them to go down too fast, but you don't want them to go up either, for sure. Because if they go up, then it makes the dollar look like it's going down. And they want to make the dollar look like it is doing phenomenal so people continue to invest in dollar. But the truth of the matter is, as the US dollar loses ground and continues to fall in value and purchasing power, you don't get that back. You're never going to see the prices of gas go back to $0.25. You're never going to see being able to go back out to eat for, a couple of bucks. These days are over. Once it's gone, it is gone forever. Now, when precious metals go down in value, yeah, they have a pullback. I mean, right now we're in a little bit of a pullback. We saw $32.50. Now we're currently sitting at almost $30. We actually went down to $29. Some people took advantage and they bought some at $29 and now they're up to $30. Now, did some people buy in at $32.50 and now they're feeling like, man, if I had only waited? That always happens. It happened when it hit 29. People cried about it. And then it went back down to 22. It happened when it went to 24 and then it went back down to 20. And it happened when it went to $20 and then it went down to 11 during the whole cough event. You know, the thing of the matter, the point of it is it always seems to come back. Why? Because the truth of the matter is when you're investing in precious metals, you're essentially betting on something other than US dollars, other than fiat currency. It's not the prices of the precious metals. It's not the prices of the food and everything we buy that's going up. No, that's not the case. What's really happening is the value of the dollar or the fiat currencies of the world is going down. And it's going down because they're printing more and more of it. That was why our founding fathers originally wanted our money to be made out of weights of gold and silver. That's why these dimes are all made out of silver. That's why they still have value. I could take this dime and melt it, and it's still going to have the same $2.25 value. So it has nothing to do with the age. I could take a hammer to it, just beat it up, and it's still going to have that same value. It's not the dime. It's not like some people want to comment, oh, it's a collectible because it's old. That's not the case. What it is the material that it's made out of. Most likely, if this ever got sold off to a refinery, they're probably going to melt it down. And all they really want is the silver. And that's the way it is. When you buy commodities such as gold and silver, you know, you see them continue to go up in purchasing power. You can always trade them for an item that you need or want, but a lot of people fail to see that point. You know, some commodities, most commodities in the world are going up. But the problem with other commodities, not gold and silver, but we'll say corn. You can't store a warehouse full of corn for any long period of time. You have to sell it or it will go bad. You can't store 100 barrels of oil or the barrels will start to corrode and it will seep all over. You can't fill your swimming pool with it or the EPA will come over. There's not really much you can do with other commodities. But with silver and gold, it has long-term wealth because commodities continue to go up in value. It doesn't really matter what it is. If it's silver or gold, it's silver and gold. It has value. And it's easy to store it. Some people are going to say, oh, it's not easy to store. It takes up too much space. I mean, right there in front of you, I need to show a video on how much silver and gold, how much value can be held in a small stack. But I mean, right there, there's probably at least a couple 100 ounces. That's $5 or $6 grand right there. Just right there on screen. Now, I didn't count them. If someone wants to count them and put the comment in, you can. But, think about that for a minute. That's real value. And then as this everything bubble pops, and it will eventually pop, the reason they've been inflating this everything bubble is because they've bought into the bubble. The rich elites own the companies. They own what's going on. And little by little, they take huge amounts of profits out. How do they do that? They might sell their stock at a high, and then all of a sudden, the company decides, hey, we're going to issue more stock, which drops the value of the stock because they're watering it down. Just like creating more dollars, you create more dollars, it goes down in value. You create more shares in a company, it goes down in value. But here's the thing. They know what's going on. And some people will say, oh, they don't do that. That's insider trading. It's against the law. Many people have been caught for insider trading. It's wrong, yes. It swindles the shareholders. It dilutes them. And then they end up losing the money. But the truth of the matter is, too, when they go to sell it, they're going to have huge taxes on that. And if the economy does slow down, some people choose to believe that we are not in a bad economy right now. I am convinced that, yes, we are. And it's probably going to get worse. And as it does, we run more of a risk of stuff starting to deflate, the air coming out of the balloon. But you can bet before it does, the rich elites are probably going to get out. They're going to sell their positions. And when they do, who's going to be left holding the bag? The people that are invested in those stocks, those companies. Could silver come down? It could come down a little bit. It doesn't faze me, though, at all, because when silver and gold comes down, a lot of people view that, the stacking community, as a buying opportunity. And when that buying opportunity is there, what do? They buy more. What does that do? It drives the price right back up. So it's kind of an interesting cycle, and a lot of people choose to look the other way. You can't be scared when the price of precious metals dips. It's an opportunity. Now, none of this is financial advice, nor should it be considered as such. However, it is something for people to think about. And I thought it was a great comment when I had read it, and I wanted to share it. And this is something I've been wanting to do. So once again, if you enjoy these little afternoon videos, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment, and let me know you like watching the afternoon videos, and you'll have something to watch before you go to work, my morning video, and then you can watch something when you get out in the afternoon, because we're a pretty straight shooter channel. I'm not going to fill your head with you're going to be a millionaire overnight when silver goes to $5,000-$6,000. Do I think it's going to keep going up? Of course it's going to go up. Everything is going up except for the value of your paper currency. And it doesn't really matter which country you're in. They're all going down in the form of paper currencies. In fact, gold and silver has hit all-time highs in a lot of countries. Not here in the U.S. on silver yet. We've seen it on gold, and I think it's just a matter of time before we see it on silver as well. So thank you all for watching. I hope to read some of y'all's comments, and who knows, tomorrow your comment could be used in tomorrow afternoon's video if we keep this up like this. So thank you all for watching, and please like, share, comment, and I will see you guys again on T-Square Talk. Have a great day. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.